Hello. Hopefully you can hear me. Oh, I better make sure I'm not on mute. I've done that a few times. Just chatting up a storm. Okay, let's pop out the chat. Whew, it has been a while. Hi, Sue. Woohoo! Can you hear me okay? You know what? I'm going to pull up a chair and I'm going to grab my coffee. Grab the coffee and we're going to say good morning. Hi, Martha. Hi, Esther. All clear? Yay. Hi, Esther. Oh, I guess it's Maritz. Hi, Tracy. Good morning. Good morning. Look at my, I won't be able to show you. My cup is bookshelves. Oh, I love it. Although, I haven't been reading lately. I gotta smarten up and start reading again. Do you know what I have been doing is watching a whole bunch of TV. You know, we only have so many hours in a day, right? So if you focus on one thing, other things is going to suffer. So I've been into watching some TV shows lately. I haven't done that in forever. So how is everyone this morning? How is your summer going? That's what I want to know. Can you believe that we're September 1st? Oh, it hurts a little bit. Good morning. I'll call you T, okay? Good morning, T. Your daughter would love that cup too. I love it. But I gotta stop, getting all kinds of coffee cups. So unless I go somewhere really special, we traveled across Canada and I didn't buy one coffee cup because I'm like, nope, I have enough. Gotta use what I have. You're on my TV? Oh my gosh. My cat just decided to sit right in front of your hands. Really? Hi, kitty. Is it Nurka? Nurka? Good morning. Good morning. Who doesn't love a good cup of coffee in the morning? Right? That is my only saving grace, I can tell ya. Whew. Sleep is not my friend lately. Sleep is not my friend. My daughter texted me at 5:30 in the morning this morning, and I answered her right away, and she's like, sorry, Mom, did I wake you? And I was like, no, I was awake. And she was awake because on Sunday, she broke her foot. Poor kid. She broke her foot. So she's in a cast and in a lot of pain. So when you first get a cast on, you can't get comfortable. You can't, you're in pain. So she's not been sleeping well. Actually, as soon as we're done today, what I'm going to do for the rest of the afternoon is I'm going to make a few recipes and I'm going to bring it over to her. And on top of it all, she's got that thing. What's going on? It's saying I'm exercising. I'm not exercising. Oh, maybe scrapbooking. Maybe exercising is scrapbooking. Which daughter? Caitlin, my middle one. So poor kid. And you know what? It's like it's like I had a sixth sense because I hadn't talked to her, I think, since Friday. And on Sunday evening, I texted her and said, "Hey, girly girl," because that's what I call her, girly girl. And within a few minutes, she texted me back. She says, "I just fell down the stairs like a few minutes before." And she said, Pat is just letting the dogs out, and then he's taking me to the hospital. She was there till, she got there around 7-ish, 7:30. And I think she left at 1 o'clock in the morning. Crazy. Crazy. Okay. Do you know what we're going to do today? I didn't know what I was going to do, because I said that we were going to put pictures in the pages that I did that were uploading while we were away, because they didn't have any pictures. Well, my printer, I don't know what's going on. It's being a little tush. So I'm having a hard time printing photos. So I'm sure it's me. I'll figure it out. So I ordered pictures from my pharmacy, and the sale was still on last night. So I ordered another 200. So I think I have 600 coming. And so next week, hopefully they'll be here, and we'll do that next week. But I'm always doing page kits on my channel, right? I think that's my, I think I'm kind of known for that, page kits. So I decided that one Thursday, we're going to do a bunch of page kits. And then the Thursday after, we're going to, well, next Thursday, we're going to put pictures, but you get what I mean. One Thursday, we're going to do a bunch of page kits, and the Thursday after, we're going to put those page kits together. We're going to make pages, and then it'll give me time to match photos with it and all this stuff. So instead of me making page kits, talking to myself for who knows how long, I can be chatting with you guys and making page kits, and then we'll put the pages together. Now, the last, I guess, make page kits on YouTube. Esther says, I got an order of 500 plus photos yesterday, so enough for a few months of scrap fun. Woohoo! Well, that's what I figure. Can any of you guess how many pictures I took? Now, just me. That number is much higher if you add my husband, my mom, and her husband. But just me. And I haven't really calculated. Like, there's a few times I counted, but then I lost count. 2,000? A little higher. A little higher. And you know what? I came home and I'm like, Elma, you got it. 4,000. It's about 4,500. Good morning, Elma. About 4,500. And I think my mom took about 1,000. And her husband took about that too. And Dave too. So we have about 7,000 pictures. Can you imagine? 7,000 pictures. So I started saying the make a page kits that I did on YouTube lately. I used a lot of new pattern papers, right? I was taking out page kits, not page kits, collections. I was taking out collections like this, and I was just throwing in the sticker sheet, and I was, adding a few of our digital prints, and I was calling it good. And I think I've made enough page kits for like, I don't know, 40 page kits or something crazy. So, can you imagine when I put those pages together? how many scraps I'm going to have, I'm going to feel overwhelmed. What do you guys do with your scraps? Do you just not use them? I just feel, wait, I have my scrap thing here on the cord for the camera, and that's just going to create issues. So let me move that. So do you keep those scraps, or do you get rid of them? Do you use them? Like, what do you do with them? Do you remember a few months ago, I had, what did I do with that now? I had 40 of these going with scraps, and then I moved them over to some iris containers, which ended up, I have 4 of those iris containers right full. I'm back to having to add them to this because those containers are full, even though I've put quite a few of them together. So I don't want to resort to have it to do this again. So this is what we're going to do. So it's going to be kind of like a theme or a series, I guess. We're going to use those scraps. So I challenge you to join me. So we're going to be going live every Thursday. And one Thursday, we're going to put some page kits together. The Thursday after, we're going to put those page kits together. And we're going to get a lot of layouts done. T says, I don't use them enough. Backing cut files. Okay. Save it all and use it as much as possible. At the end, I make cards with it. Okay. I store my scraps stuff by collection. The scraps go with the collection. Oh, wow. You're organized, Marie. You are organized. Look at me. Half the time, I don't even know what collection it's from. This is my mess. This is my mess. So what I've done is we're going to make some today from this pile here. If we need more, believe me, I got more. I got more scraps that we can use from. Then, hopefully, you know, I have a little bit of embellishments in here. I can go get another container for embellishments. And then I tried this today. Oh, I disassembled one of my file things because these things, I just looked on Amazon. They're just like to hold files. I just looked on Amazon and they're $27 for 2 sets. I don't really need 2 sets. So I'm like, well, maybe I can just take the files out of here, you know, because where I store them. And then when I do something like this, I can just move it over. First of all, I want to see if I'm even going to like it, right? I don't want to spend $30 and then I'm like, I never use it. So I thought I'd try that today to keep my files upright, because normally I just stack them up this way and they fall and all this stuff. Marie says, I usually use one collection at a time. Saves a lot of time searching which papers will fit together, right? That's why the last, I don't know, 15 make a page kits, that's what I was doing. I was grabbing collections because it was, you know, it was a time saver. Okay, so let's get started. 15 minutes and I've just been yickety yakketing. Let's get started. This feels good, right? September, it's time to get our stuff. All the pictures we've taken over the summer, it's time to put them in albums now. It's time to get going. I really like this collection. I think I pretty much used You know, I might have scraps or full sheets that are in somewhere else, but that was a good use of that collection. I feel good. When I buy something and then I get down to this, I did my job. I did my job. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Look at how small I keep these scraps. No. Look. Oh my goodness. Oh well. I hate throwing it out. Like that pattern paper here, I had bigger strips of it and I used it on the layout yesterday. I used it yesterday. So just because it's an older collection doesn't mean that I'm not going to use it. Okay, let's kind of get a feel for what we have in this giant thing that I call scraps. Not garbage, right? Scraps. Okay. And the thing is, when you look at this, at one point, I felt that those papers belong together, right? I did layouts with a lot of this already together. So it's not a far stretch to say, hey, let's try to use it on another layout. One, it's going to be in a different year, probably. Or even if it's in the same year, it's going to be in a different album. And if it is in the same album, then it's like, oh, I had a theme going. You get rid of those tiny, really tiny scraps right away. Esther says, I keep the strips too. I use it all. You know, I've done layouts before too where I say, hey, I'm going to use strips. So, but sometimes it's you know, I find I keep too much. But this is where we're going to use it. We are going to use it. I really like this color right here. So I'm going to try and find papers to go with this, which normally I try to find a pattern paper first, right? Not today. Those three look good together. Another thing I got to try and do is stop trying to put 20 pieces of pattern papers in one kit. You know, just put 2 or 3, and then the likelihood, ooh, that's pretty. The likelihood of then using those pattern papers increase by a lot because I have less. I don't know if I like these together. Yeah, I kind of do. And you know what would be nice with that? A navy blue, I think. Because when you look at this, you got the navy blue, you got a light pink. So navy blue and light pink. And then you got the darker pink that goes really well with that one. Okay. I think we're going to call this good. I got 2 scraps of pattern papers that I can use. I have some big cardstock. Ooh, look. Perfect. That's just a bigger piece of this pattern paper. Awesome. Now what I do is I put a piece of recipe card in between each, and then that way I know where it stops. Because even though when I look at this, I'm like, oh yeah, this goes together. When I start putting embellishments on it, then I'm like, oh, I don't remember where I stopped. So, oh, and I want to show you what else I took out. I want to show you what else I took out. Do you guys find like you buy tools and that kind of stuff and then you never use them? Well, I got on a kick a few months ago, at the beginning of this year, I guess, I started buying Thinlits again. And I have to say, I have used them, but not enough. So we went to a few flower gardens, so I want to use these flowers. We, of course, went to the Rocky Mountains, so the mountains. We went to the zoo. So here's some zoo things, right? And then we went to the aquarium. So aquarium and, you know, butterflies, summer. So I'm not going to use them all because then when we come to make the, well, actually what I'll probably do is whenever I put them in a page kit, I'll try to put the stuff together before we do the live, just because they take a bit of time. I want to show you the one I did yesterday for one of the Patreons video for September. Actually, it's for the very end of September. I think it's like September 27th. Look how cute he is. Did I plan my trip around my Thinlits? No. It's just, we planned to go to those things and then I got the Thinlits. We've been planning our trip for probably 1.5 to 2 years. Isn't he cute? Oh my goodness. I just think he's adorable. And giraffe is my favorite animal, so I was so excited. So I did that one yesterday. He's going to end up on a page probably on Monday now, because we have hockey tomorrow all day. Well, actually, we have hockey all weekend. Okay, where can I put this guy so I don't misplace it? Let me get one of these trays. These are the trays from We Are Memory Keepers, and I use them all the time. And you know what I did? I went on, like, if you don't want to make a big purchase like that, because it wasn't cheap, you can just go on Amazon and just get trays like this. Just look at the size. This one still fits a 12 by 12. And I think I paid $15 or $20 for four or five. So I use those all the time. Because I get my pages ready and then I put them in trays like that. And then I work, you know, from the trays, and I bring the tray over and I dump everything out, and then I work on my page. Okay, so we got one. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. I just find it keeps me organized. It really does. Like things used to be all over the place. Some little sketches here. Okay. Ooh, I like that. I like that and that together. See, sometimes it doesn't take much to get an idea going. See where this is cut out, and then I saw this, and then I thought, wouldn't that be cute like that? Like, that's the beginning of a page right there. That's the beginning of a page. Let's see what else we can throw in there with those colors. Ooh. I can maybe just cut a part of that. I think we did this during a virtual crop, was it? I don't remember. I can maybe just cut a piece of that. I don't think I'd want to use it as the background. Ooh, look. Wow, it's like it was meant to be. It's almost the same size. Ooh, I like that. I like both sides of that. But look. Right? Look how cute that is. That's just from scraps. But I don't think I'd want to put it on that. I don't think. We'll see. We'll put it in there and then we'll go from there. But that looks like a good amount. Maybe we want to do pink and blue? Pink and blue? I don't know. I want to try to incorporate different colors here. Oh, I think I better go turn on my fan. Whew. I think she's going to be a warm one again today. A warm one again today. They had heat waves while we were gone, like that they couldn't even stand themselves, and we had perfect weather. There's even a few days that we're like, oh, this is cold. Like, I wish it was a little warmer, but not too much warmer. I think I'm going to put that in there because when you're trying to hike and stuff, and if it's like 45 degrees Celsius, you can't hike in that. Okay, I like this. So let's get page kit number 2. Woohoo! Okay. All right. So I don't know how many pages. I like this. It's just a little strip. It says hashtag I love you. This makes me happy. We are together. Great day, friends. Beautiful. Style files and hashtag cute. Yeah, I don't know how many page kits we're going to get done today. Don't know how many page kits we are going to get done. I kind of like this. I could cut little strips of the rainbow. I can't remember. Do you know what's weird? Is our trip was 44 days, okay? And I go back now and I look at the pictures and I'm like, oh yeah, that feels like so far, like so long ago that I almost don't remember that happening. Like it just feels like so long ago. And I'm like, wow. Yeah, right, we did that. Pretty cool. Or am I just getting old and I'm forgetting stuff? It just feels unreal that we did that on that trip. Do you know what I mean? Okay, I think. No, that's more like a red. That's more like a red. Ooh, I like this. This has pink on it. Okay. I don't want to get too fussy with how much is on the page and which one. As long as it looks good, we can make a page with this. I know we can. Okay. So number 3. So what are you guys doing this morning? Are you scrapbooking? Are you putting page kits together? Are you just listening? Ooh, I love this green. And this green goes well with that. I just wish I had a bigger sheet of this. Let's put that to the side because we might have another one of those, like that chevron thing in here. Not chevron, kind of a, I don't know what, crosshatch? I don't know what you would call that. Okay. Let me see. Esther says she's painting in some titles in her summer journal. Oh, cool. Cool. You know the big plans that I had with my journal thing, that I was going to bring it and I was going to, journal in it every night. Did not use it once. Now, since I've come home, and I meant to bring it to show you, I made a list And I think I have, 70 ideas up to now, and of pages that I can do. Like, for example, like stories, you know what I mean? Or places. And I've just written down all the things that I want to document from this trip. So it wasn't totally wasted, but I didn't use it while we were away. Marit says, watching and folding laundry, but I've been cleaning up my scrap room in the last 2 days and scrapped Aleo yesterday evening. Doesn't that feel good? Doesn't that feel good when you just clean up your scrap room? That was the one thing that I did, was before we left, I made sure that I cleaned up my scrap room. So when I came home, my scrap room was clean. Hi, Joanne. She's from Sydney, Australia. Awesome. Alma says, I'm getting ready for work. T says, just finished a double page number 165 and 166 for this year. You go. You go. That's awesome. And now T says, now I have to make our lunch. Can you imagine how much stuff we could get if we didn't have to eat? I think about that all the time. What a waste of time. Although I enjoy eating and I enjoy cooking. But can you imagine the amount of money we would save, the amount of time we would have on our hands if we didn't have to eat? If we didn't have to eat. Marie says it was highly necessary and still not done. Oh, couldn't you just organize like all the time? We could just organize all the time. That's why at some point you have to say, okay, enough. And now it's time to get back to scrapping again. Ooh, I like this yellow. Ooh, I like this blue. I don't know if I want to do yellow or if I want to do blue. Actually, all of this would go really well together. That's why crops are so great, when the food and everything is done by others, right, Esther? That's why we get so much done. Because you get up, you go to your food, you shove it down, and then you leave. No dishes, no cleaning up. It's like amazing. Amazing. Okay, I think I'm going to go with the yellow because you know what? I do a lot of stuff with blue. So we're going to go with the yellow. I can flip it over and, you know, use some of this too. Marit says, yes, that's why I said I needed to do something creative. Otherwise, I'm only cleaning and sorting. Right. Esther says, Esther, any crops you are attending this year? I am going to one. And it seems that, you know, you think now that I work from home that I'd be able to go more often, but I seem to squeeze in one a year, and it's usually in October. And I think it's because hockey season hasn't really started yet. I mean, he started hockey in August, but like the tournaments, and although I say that we're going to a tournament tomorrow, but that's kind of out of the ordinary. So I try to squeeze one in, and it's usually in October. So I'm going in October. Yay! that doesn't go. Let's try to find more yellow. Yellow, yellow. Ooh. Oh, that's pretty. I like it even more than that side. I like it better. The yellow is closer than this, although it's the same collection. And I like the different colors. And then maybe I can use a little bit of both sides of that cardstock. Okay. And that's the crop I'm trying to get ready for. I want to bring 60 pages this time. 60. 60. 60 page kits, and we'll see how many I get done. We'll see how many we get done. See, I don't even know if Mason's going to do competitive hockey this year. I don't know. It's a lot. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see if he's going to want to do it. He may not. It's up to him. It is up to him. Okay. Let me see. Oh, there's another yellow here. We'll throw it in. It's a little brighter than the other light yellow, but it might brighten it up a little bit. So we'll put it in. I put some black cardstock in there. Here, we'll put a few more. We'll put a few more black cardstock. Ooh, some black pattern paper. Okay, let's call this good. Let's call this good. And then we got to remember, we got to put some full sheets. That, you know what? I might wait till we're not live and grab the cardstock. We'll try to put the embellishments together. But the cardstock, I'll probably wait because I'd have to go back and forth. So just know that I am going to put, ooh, remember that kit way back with that blue? Look at this cardstock. It's perfect. So let's do that. Let's do that and put that in there. I forgot to keep track of how many page kits we did. I forgot to, keep track. But we'll do a few more. And then we'll add embellishments. Woot woot. Okay. Okay, so let's talk about the trip a little bit. So we were gone for 44 days. So I left my hometown on June 25th, and we drove to my mom's house, and we left from their house. So I don't know if you saw the first video of us leaving, but our friends at the campground, they kind of gave us a going away, like little parade as we were leaving. Oh my gosh. They made me cry as we were leaving. They had horns, they had bells, they had everything. And then we drove to my mom's. We got there around, I'd say about 3 o'clock. And my brother is a lobster fisherman. And it was almost their last week. And we're about 2 hours away. So it's not as if I can, get lobster all the time. I never do. So I said to my mom, I said, oh, do you think could we buy lobster? And it would be nice to have a good feast of lobster. Oh, my Lanta, you should have seen all the lobster that we had. It was insane. Like, we filled up on lobster. I'm talking, we ate and we ate and we ate. And then that night they took the meat out of the lobster and we put it in containers and we took it on the trip with us. And for the next 2 days, we had like lobster rolls and all kinds of yummy stuff with that lobster. So that was a good start. That's very much so like East Coast kind of thing, to lobster, We're known for our lobster. So actually, where I live, the little town next to where I live, there's even like a huge lobster that they've made like a statue of it because like we're the lobster capital. And I was just telling Dave the other day, I'm like, you know what? Like, we take that thing for granted. We need to stop and take pictures of it. They kind of refurbished it this summer, like they repainted it, and the guy did such a good job. And I'm like, we really need to stop and take pictures of that. I don't think I like this together. We need to take pictures of it together. And so that was our first night. I said, okay, let's get up at 4:30 in the morning, and we got to get on the road early because we were staying at a Harvest Host and we had to be there before 4:30. And the Harvest Host was about 8 hours of drive time. And then you got to stop for gas. You got to stop to eat and all this stuff. Guess what I did? First day, okay? First day. Instead of setting my alarm for 4:30 in the morning, I put 4:30 p.m. I woke up. I was like, oh, it's 5:20. So we get up. Thankfully, we had done a lot of the stuff the night before. We even had the truck attached to the trailer already. So we just had to pull in the sides because we slept in the trailer. We pulled in the sides and just pulled up the, what do you call those things? It kind of keeps it steady. Anyway, the jacks, pulled up the jacks, and then they kind of had a quick breakfast. We had decided to do a quick breakfast anyway, and we were on our way. I think it was 6:38. So we had wanted to leave at 5:30. So we were a little over an hour. Well, we had said between 5:30 and 6. So we were about an hour late leaving. So that was a little stressful. But we're like, it's okay. It's okay. We ended up getting there. They closed at 5. And we got there at 4:38. So we had 20 minutes to get in there. I guess, it was about 4:30. But by the time we parked and everything, we had about 20 minutes to get into their store. Because these Harvest Host, you can stay there for free. You have no hookups or anything. Like this place here, we stayed in a field under an apple tree, like with our trailer and stuff. And, but they asked that you buy stuff from their store. So they had strawberry fields, so we bought fresh strawberries. Oh, it was so good. So good. You know what? This would be a good one. I like this. I'm going to leave it there. But this would be a good one to do a page for the aquarium. So I'm not going to do the flower. At first I thought I would do kind of like a garden layout, but I think I'm going to do the aquarium. So I think I'm going to take those two things out, and I'll do another page where I use that, And then this, I can do the aquarium. I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay. So yay. And now, no, I don't think I want to use that side. I convinced myself out of stuff so quickly. Yes, no. No, no, no. Okay, what about this? I like that. We can put that with that. So it was a really nice little farm that we stayed at. They had cows, they had chickens, they had donkeys, they had what do you call it? A little, a little bull. They were so cute. Little pigs. I think they had pigs. You know what? We stopped at so many places. I kind of forget the stuff. I'd have to go back and look. I can't remember if that place had pigs or not. I know one place that we stopped on the way home, they had pigs. And all those Harvest Host, they were so nice. They were, write it on the recipe card that I want to do an aquarium page. Can I find a writing thing in this mess right now? Oh my gosh. My room was clean this morning. I'm trying to make it a rule that I have to clean up my desk. Oh, there it is. I have to clean up my desk before I leave every day when I leave my room. So we'll put aquarium. Okay. I think I'm going to have a cardstock as the background, and then I can cut this apart. Let's grab some more of this paper. You know what? I know this is cut apart, but I could use this as the mat and then put some pattern papers in there and just hide that hole, right? And you know what? I'll put those right on there too, because we're going to be doing the embellishments very soon. Very soon. Okay, so we're going to do some page kits for maybe another 5 minutes. 5 minutes. And then we got to put embellishments on these. And then we'll see how much we have. And then we'll see how much we have. Next Thursday. You know what? We can probably still work on some of these pages next Thursday. I know on the thing I put that we're going to put pictures into those pages, but I don't think that's going to take very long. So we'll start with putting pictures onto those pages so that you actually get to see those pages completed. And then we'll make some pages. And then we'll make some pages. And we'll see how many we get done. I don't even know how many page kits we have done up to now, so. Ooh, I like this. I think I want to cut this apart and use those. So we'll put that on there. And then, ooh, let's put that with the orange page. Orange and yellow. I like that. I like that combo. I really like that combo. Okay. I likey, I likey, I likey. You know what? There's another bigger orange. And there's some, oh look. Okay, so we're gonna call this good. That's quite a bit. I mean, it looks like a little pile, but that's quite a bit of pattern papers. And like I said, I wanna try and combo, I meant in the other. In the other combat. Oh, you meant combo instead of como? Okay, so how we doing? Okay, I sounded like Joey there from Friends. How you doing? Did you guys hear? Nothing to do with Friends. How many of you are fans of Hocus Pocus? The very first one with, Sarah Jessica Parker and, oh my goodness. Isn't it funny? My brain is just dead right now. Sarah Jessica Parker. The girl that played the nurse in Bette Midler. And what is the name? Oh, Sarah Jessica Parker played in Sex and the City, yes. And Kathy something. Anyway, yes, Sylvia, part 2. Woohoo! That is such good news on September 30th. September 30th. Hocus Pocus 2 is happening. And they weren't going to do it with them at first. And then they said, you know, all the fans were like, you cannot make another Hocus Pocus and not have them be in it. And you know what? They're all doing well. Like, they're still acting. So, yes, make a Hocus Pocus with them. I am so excited. I am so excited. I can't wait. I am watching it the night that it drops because hello. It's going to be awesome. And you know what? On September, have I seen the trailer? No. I'm going to go look for it, though, as soon as we're done here. Oh, I can't wait. Every year, I watch Hocus Pocus before Halloween. Always. Usually in October. But this year, I'm going to watch it on September 29th. I'm going to watch the first part. And then on September 30th, I'm going to watch the second part. I wonder how many people are going to watch the first part because the second part is coming out. You've never seen Hocus Pocus? Do you have, do you have Disney Plus? It's on Disney Plus. I made my kids watch it every year. And the one that broke her foot, she still watches it every year. I have to say, she's the only one that still does it. But, oh, you don't? Oh. You know what? I think you can get it on DVD for like $6. You can get that movie on DVD for like $6. I know because I bought it. And I'll probably be buying I'll probably be buying the second part too. I don't know if I like that green with it. I'll put it. You have Disney Plus? Have you watched Hocus Pocus before, Esther? I'll put it and then I'll decide which green I'm going to use. Oh, I love it. Okay, so in April, my daughter, remember the last page? It was orange. I'm going to put that in there. In April, my daughter texted me and she said, Mom, the projectors, like what I bought, was Sarah Jessica Parker a kid then? She was pretty young. She wasn't a kid, but she was pretty young. She was probably in her 20s, maybe. Maybe it was, what did they say? Let me see. Let me see what year it was made. The release date was July 16th, 1993. That's when it was released. That's when it was released. You never heard of it before? Oh, you have to. Marie says, I don't have Disney Plus either. I already have most of the Disney DVDs, right? We have, do you know what we have? The VHS. We have VHS of all the Disney movies. Because when my kids were little, that's what was available, was VHS. I don't even know if you can still get a VHS to play the movies. I don't know. But you know what I was thinking? I was thinking of bundling up those babies and putting them on Facebook Marketplace, because a lot of people, oh, look, the orange page. I'm going to put that there. Some VHS too. Yeah, I think I'm going to sell them because we don't watch them anymore. And I remember my second daughter there, she'd be like, can we borrow some VHS movies? We want to watch it on VHS. It was like, okay. So they would borrow like 10 of them, watch them, and then bring them back. It's like record players, right? Now it's the cool thing. You got to have the LP because it's the original sound. And when we went from LPs to digital, we're like, it's so crisp. Isn't it funny how things just come full circle? Full circle. Just too funny. Okay. Let me see here. Should I do black and yellow? Let's do black and yellow. Okay. Let me see. Oh, so last April, my daughter texted me and said, Mom, you know those projectors? She said, it's on a lightning deal today. So it's really, a good price. It was under $100. So I went and I ordered it. And so at the campground this summer, we've had 2 movie nights. Esther says, my son is 22 and bought himself an LP player indeed. Very old music style. My time, the 80s. My son too, Esther, and he's 22 also. We had to go all around town to find a good record player. Yep. It's too funny. Okay. How many page kits is that? How many page kits is this? Just goes to show things go full circle. So, and you know what? Same thing with scrapbooking. Same thing with scrapbooking. I remember way back, we had these roll-on clicker things, like roll-on rub-ons. And I had a whole bunch in my stash, and about 5 years ago, I did a page with them, and everybody was like, where did you get that? Oh my gosh. And I was like, oh, I've had them for years. Well, within a year or so of that, they started making them again. Roll-on rub-ons. I really like this one. This is all about coffee. I gotta make a page using that. And I bought 2 of them because, hello, I really like them. But I bought a whole bunch. And I gotta come around and start using some of these things again. I think I broke this one. Oh no. What is this one? Oh, it's a little strip. That works so good. I should try and leave it out so I can use it maybe, because I do have a page that's that color. Let's try to use that. Let's try to use that. So that is kind of my motto this year, is I'm trying to use way more tools, and, you know, older collections. I'm trying to use what I have. Especially, I find, like, we get all these, you know, things for mixed media and that kind of stuff, and then we don't use it right away. And then when we go to use it, it's like, it's no good anymore because it dried out, or it's hard as a rock. You know what I mean? Like if it's paste or whatever. So I'm really trying to use that stuff. Esther says, or Marit says, when our kids had their CD players, I gave them some of my older CDs, right? Esther, everything comes back like in fashion too. Right, even fashion. Marie says, now they both have Spotify account, but our youngest still plays a CD now and then. Right? And that's what I find too. And, you know, we kind of have to put ourselves in that too. We're in such a instant gratification society now. You know, like before, if they ordered a game, they had to wait for the game to actually come in, or drive to the store and purchase the game. And sometimes it wasn't there. So they had to deal with disappointment, right? Now, they can digitally download those games, and within minutes, and sometimes they're like, oh, it takes so long to download this thing. It's like, you're going to be playing within an hour. That's pretty good. And even, you know, like I'll order something now and it's like, oh my gosh, I have to wait a month for it. We're in that same boat, right? Instant gratification. Okay. Let's put all this away, because now we're going to start putting embellishments, or save money for months to save it, to buy it. Exactly. Ooh, look. Okay, I'm going to put this to the side because that green page, I'm going to try and use those. I'm not 100% sure if it's going to coordinate, but we're going to try. We're going to try. Look at all those little scraps. So we're going to put that back in that plastic bag. Oh well. I think we made a dent on it. Or TV only on Wednesday afternoons and Saturday and Sunday morning. Right? I remember, oh my gosh, we had like, I lived in the country, so it took forever before cable was there. So we had like 3 channels. 3 channels. And then I remember one time there was a big storm and the TV, like the big TV antenna, like for the company, like that, the TV supplier, whatever they're called. Anyway, it went down. It took, I don't know, a month or so, maybe even longer, maybe 2 months for them to fix it. And we had no TV for that long. And I remember that's when my dad went and purchased DVD player. He paid $1,000 for that DVD player. I still remember because that was a lot of money back then, right? $1,000, and the remote was actually attached to the DVD player. I'm going to put that with this. It was attached to the DVD player, so you couldn't, you could only go so far. No pausing, restart, or rewatch, right? No taping. Oh my gosh, you had to tape stuff on like DVDs, and half the time it wouldn't record. No remote controls. You had to walk to your TV, and yeah, can choose 6 to 8 channels. Oh, it was brutal. It was brutal. Okay, we might as well start with this one. Huh, I told you to use it. You did? Oh, let me go back. I must have missed it, T. Let me go back. Oh, there it is with that hello paper. Cute. There. Okay, so let's get some embellishments on this. Okay, now I haven't done a video for this yet, but these are the new files. Remember I said like we had done with the, oh, what are they called? The assorted. And I scrapped with them for a bit. And I'm such a scrapper where I'm tone on tone. So I'm like, oh, I wish I had some that was just this color. I love these, don't get me wrong. I've used a few of them. But then it kind of made up my mind that I wanted single colors. Marie says, no internet, email, text, WhatsApp. You walk, call, or you walk by someone's house, ask something, right? Marie says, I'm only 42, but survived it all. How fast did that change, right? How fast did that change? Like, I remember when it was like the internet. Like, what? So these are license plates and they have words on them. So they're going to be perfect for all the summer pages. Oh, and all my traveling pages. So we have some for the States. Where are they? We have some for all the States. And we have some for Canada. Where's the Canadian ones? I'm going to need to find the Canadian ones because I'd like to put some on some of these too. Because if we're in a specific province, I want to put that one in there. There we go. Canada. Marie says we had internet in 1997, 1998, and we were one of the first ones. Everything changed so fast. And you know what? While we were on vacation, there was a lot of places that had, like when we stopped for gas, they had a lot of electrical cars areas to plug in. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, you know, so I started doing some research, like how much would it cost to, you know, charge up your car and all this stuff. And then I found out that in 2035, Canada will no longer be making gas cars. No longer be making gas cars. It won't be illegal to have a gas vehicle, but they won't be producing any more gas cars. I was like, what? But what if you have a truck and you need to pull a trailer? Well, guess what? Ford just came out with a trailer, a truck that can pull trailers. Now, it only has 300 kilometers before you have to recharge it, which is not far. Like that would mean about every 3 hours you would have to stop, right? Okay. So I've changed topics about 6 times here. So our new files are the single colors, and for this one here, I think I'd like to do gray and more yellow. Dark gray or light gray? Do I want to do darker gray or light? I think I'm going to do dark gray. Dark gray. Now off camera, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the cardstock I need. Oh, I like that. Travel. And what I'll do is I won't cut these now, but if I'm doing a page and it's in Ontario, I can just come and grab Ontario if I feel like it fits or whatever. So, okay. But for now, I think and they have no solutions for these e-car batteries when they are broken. You heard that they put them into the sea? Oh no. Yeah, they'll have to come up with a way to dispose them for sure. Okay. What do I want? I want travel. How about road trip? And let me see. Oh, I know. Travel, road trip. Let's do adventure. Adventure. And trail access. Let's do that. Because we have pictures of, we went on this trail, like we went for a hiking trail. On the way, like we were traveling and we stopped at this hiking trail and it was just gorgeous. So I'm going to put on here And that was one of the ideas for pages that I wanted to do. So that works out great. Let's do, I'm going to put first hiking trail. And that was in Ontario. I think it was Superior Lake. Provincial Park. Marie says, yes, gas cars will stop being manufactured here as well. Also from 2030, even closer. We'll start taking houses off gas too. New houses are already disconnected from gas to warm houses and water. Okay. That just means that our electrical bills are going to be crazy now. That's what that means. Okay. I'm excited to use those. I'm excited to use those. Okay, let's get. I have these that I printed on. T says, I'm going to take you with me to fold laundry. Well, that's good, T. That way it feels like I'm getting something done. Multitasking. Yes, but less gas bill. Oh my gosh. We talked about it on my Patreon. Okay, so we did 15,550 kilometers approximately, okay? That's how long our trip was. Guess how much we paid in gas. Guess how much we paid in gas. I gotta move that fan so it's more on me. Because, whew, my Lanta, she warm. Gas prices are crazy right now. Okay, so we got that. I'm always thinking like, man, I would love if we could, get energy that, we can kind of be off grid. I would love that, but that's so expensive. I'm viewing my messy desk while listening and watching your live. Yes. Okay, I have to remember to put these back because the whole purpose of this, it's so that I don't get to the point where it's overwhelming. So let's put some grid paper. Grid paper. Let's try to find maybe yellow. Yellow grid paper. There it is. Yes, we're double what the prices are in the US, if not more. No, about double the price. Crazy. Double the price. It's insane. It's insane. So I was saying we did 15,550 kilometers. We had a truck. We had 5 people in the truck, so that adds weight, right? 5 people in the truck. And we were pulling a trailer. And our trailer's 33 feet, so it wasn't like it's like a small trailer. It's a pretty big trailer. Let's do this. Like this. $3 a gallon. That's awesome. Oh, that's awesome, Sylvia. We're paying right now, it's 3.88 liters to make one of your gallons. So it's almost, well, right now it's $1.72. Let's do the math. $1.72 times 3.88. So we're paying $6.70, $6.67 for your gallon right now. And at the beginning of the summer, it was almost $8. When we were traveling, it was $8 a gallon. $8. That's insane. So our gas bill to go there was ridiculous. I almost had a panic attack a few times. Hey, Karen. She says, I forgot to join in earlier, sitting on the desk at home, chopping tomatoes for roasting and watching. Cool. Crazy amount of tomatoes this year. I just ordered 25 pounds from a place in Rogersville. I'm just waiting for them to call me back to go pick them up. And I'm going to make salsa. I'm going to be canning for the first time. And if I like it, I'm going to order some more. And then I'm going to do some stewed tomatoes. I don't know if I'm going to do tomato paste, or not tomato paste, tomato sauce. Because to me, that sounds a little too much. Like trying to take the seeds out and everything. I don't have that machine. I don't have that machine. I guess I could blend it all and just pulverize it. You could have given me some. If you still have some, I'll take some. If you still have some, I'll take some. Even if it's just 5 pounds of tomatoes. Because I want to make some stewed tomatoes. I don't know how much I'm going to make because I've never canned before. And it's so weird because I think I'm now I'm cold. Now I'm cold. Like, I love to cook and everything, but that's a different kind of skills. And I think it's because I'm not big on gardening and stuff, which I think I might give in and try a garden next year. We will see. We will see. Okay, there's not a lot of different sizes. I'm going to have to break down and print some of these again. I was trying to be good and trying to kind of use, what I have and stop, what do you call it? Printing and printing and printing. She says, lots here. I have to go to Moncton before I go back to the trailer. We'll drop some off. Oh, that would be awesome. Thank you so much, girlfriend. Man, we need to do something together. What's your week like next week? We need to do something together. You're not even that far from me. I mean, this summer's been a little cray-cray, but we haven't even been to the trailer all week. We've been staying home just because it's been a little crazy. Go scrapping together? She's my scrapping buddy. Although she's not coming to the scrapping thing this year. She won't be my scrapping roommate this year. But I think I'd like to sit outside and just catch up for an afternoon. No plans? Okay. Let's chat later. Let's pick a date. Let's look at the weather first. The only day I can't is Thursday because I'm going to be doing a live. And I think that's it. I can, fix the rest of my schedule around getting together. Let me see. Let me see if there's anything else we can put on there. Let me go grab this and see if there's anything else we can grab. Sounds good? Awesome. Awesome. So Karen, before you got here, I was telling everybody, Katie broke her foot on Sunday. Poor kid. Yeah. She broke her foot. And I felt so useless because her husband has you know what. So we couldn't go pick her up to bring her to the hospital or go to the hospital with her because she got put on the wing because she was exposed. And now she, yesterday, tested positive too. Poor kid. She's feeling okay though. Because this is not the first time. I think this is the third time she gets it. Because I'm pretty sure she got it in January of 2020 because she was some sick. But they weren't testing back then. I'm going to put those stars. Yeah, poor kid. So after this, I made some meatballs. I know, Karen, but she had to go. She had a broken foot. She ended up getting there at 7, and I told her that. Listen to this. She drove to Sackville. She gets there, the hospital is closed. The ER department is closed. Apparently, they're not open all the time now. It's like, what? So poor kid. It's 25 minutes, but she was already in Moncton, but she drove to Sackville and they were closed. So I told her, I'm like, oh my gosh. They said they were short-staffed this weekend, so it could be bad. She got there at 7:30, and I think she left. It was 1 o'clock in the morning. So it was a long night to be there in pain. So I made some, what you call it? I don't think I like these arrows. I think I'd like to have arrows like this to go over top. So let me get those arrows again. Let's see if I can find some of those arrows. So I had made some, is that gray or is that brown? That's gray. Okay. I made a whole bunch of meatballs. I made some sweet and sour meatballs. I made some Swedish meatballs and some jalapeno meatballs. And I froze them in packages. And I still have a whole bunch. So I'm going to make some sweet and sour sauce for her this afternoon. And I'm going to cook the meatballs. And she said she can make the rice because she's got a Instant Pot. And I'm going to drop that off. I also made some, whatchamacallit, teriyaki chicken. And so I'm going to bring those to her so she can just stick it in the oven. And I might make the teriyaki sauce. So then she'll just have to throw the chicken in, you know, extra sauce. Here's page kit number 1. Some teriyaki sauce for her chicken. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So now we're going to do green. Let's try to grab some stuff from here so that, you know, less things to cut apart. Okay, I like that. Okay, what I'm going to do is take it out. I find it so hard to see the stuff in there, so let's just take it out. I think I like that green better, but I don't think I have 3. I don't think I have 3 of them. So I'll still have to go into my stuff and grab some stuff out. That's okay. Oh, here's the second one. Oh, I like that green too. Let's do that. Well, let's put the pencil in there. Why not? There we go. Okay. Let me see. Let's put that in there. Okay. I think I'm still going to have to grab the stuff from here because there's just not enough in here. I'm trying to use what is in there because same as the scraps, you know, the paper scraps, I'm finding that I'm opening up packages of die cuts and opening up packages of die cuts. And then, you know, I have containers and containers and containers full of embellishments that are not used up. So I need to get better at using all of them. So I'm always trying to give them like a second chance and a third chance. Okay, let me see. I've tried so many ways to keep these sort of like organized, if you will. And this is the way up to now that I found that works the best for me. Esther says, I made a new place on my desk for my new mint green cutting. Excuse me. I better drink some water. Mint green cutting mat. Maybe it's the same inch circle. And see. Okay, so I'd like this color. I'd like that color, I think, like the darker green. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yes, I was so glad when I woke up this morning and I did not have, I don't think this is dark enough. That's the same color. And I didn't have a migraine. I had a migraine for 2 days. By last night, I just wanted to like, just rip my head off my shoulders. I'm just feeling kind of, I don't know. I hope it's not coming back. I hope it's not coming back. Man, you can't do anything when you have a migraine. Although, yesterday I got up at 9:30 and I came up in my craft room and I worked till, maybe I can go lighter. I worked till, what time was it? 2:30? 2:30 or 3? I think I can go with this one here. 2:30 or 3. And then I went and laid down. And then I just moved to editing videos. And I finished, it was, I don't know, 5:36. So I still worked all day. Just for the last 2.5 hours, I was able to lay down and get things done. I don't get migraines very often. T says, I had migraines during her second pregnancy. Luckily, it stopped after. Oh, that's good. So, I just have to go. I ran out of my medication. And I talked to my doctor last week or the week before. And he wrote me a prescription. So I just have to call Costco and get them to fill it. I don't know why I didn't do that. I haven't had a migraine in a long time. That's probably why. So it would have been nice to have that medication yesterday, but I didn't. It's all good. Okay, I don't know if I want to, maybe I can do like, do I have black? Yes. Let's do black. Yeah, when I worked for 911, I had migraines all the time. So it hasn't been as bad lately, so there's at least that. Okay. Let me see. Let's do maybe some flowers. Oh, I know. I was going to take those. Okay, let me grab some. I think I'm going to do colorful. Let's do colorful. I don't think I want to do green on green. Ooh, I could do just maybe like that, like the no colored ones. I could do yellow. I'm just thinking, what would go well with the green. Red and green, it'll look kind of Christmassy, so don't want to do that. Purple would be okay. Not brown. I think I'd like pink. Maybe peach. I think I'd like maybe pink. Ooh, this color would be cute. Yeah, I like this color. Okay, let's do that. We'll do a few of those. And then I think, well, I need to do a few layouts for those, what are they called? Like park places. I need to do a few. So I'll do one with our digital files, and then I'll do one with, remember those dies? I'll do one with the dies too. So okay. Let's do that. Okay. Good morning, Denise. She says, finally woke up in time because could not sleep since 4 a.m. Oh my goodness. I had that same kind of night, Denise. I was wide awake very early. I was like, how am I going to survive the morning? But you just had to push through. So that means that hopefully tonight I'll be so exhausted that I'll just like boom. So I still have to add a background to this, but I'll do that before we put the page kits together. So for you that just joined us, what we're doing is we're making page kits. I think that's kind of obvious. But what we're going to do is make the page kits, and then we're going to make the pages together. And the theme right now is going to be to use our scraps pattern paper and scraps embellishments, because I just have so much of both, and I've been making all kinds of page kits, and I was using all new papers when I made those page kits. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to end up with so many scraps. It's not going to be funny. So I had to figure out a way to just use up those scraps. So I thought, hey, how about instead of making page kits all by my lonesome in my scrap room, make kits with your YouTube friends, chat, and then put the pages together on YouTube. So that's what we're going to do. So now that, sort of back to reality, right? It's September 1st. So now every Thursday, unless something happens, we are going to go live. I'm not sure if it's always going to be at 9 o'clock in the morning. I might try to change it up. I might try to do some in the morning, and then some others maybe in the afternoon, and maybe some, once we're back from the campground full time, back home, I can even do some at night on Thursdays. Not all in one day, but I can do maybe 1 week at 9 o'clock in the morning, 1 week at 1 p.m., and then 1 week at 6 p.m. And then we're going to get all the time zones. And then you can always watch if it's too late or too early, then at least you'll get a chance to come live. And then you can always watch the replay if it was like at a weird time, if you will. So that's the plan. Okay, so we'll do... Denise says, I am taking a nap after lunch. I don't blame you. I don't blame ya. If I didn't have to make some food, I would probably have a nap too. But I gotta make, it won't take me long to do that though, because I've already made the meatballs, so I just gotta make the sauce. I'm gonna make 2 sauces, a teriyaki and sweet and sour. And I gotta cook the meatballs. Oh, I should have taken them out this morning or last night. That wasn't smart. I should have taken them out. And I didn't. I didn't take them out. That's not good. Okay, let's see what else we can put in here. I could put stars. Because you know what? This has the movie stuff. And you know what? If you see me, making more than one page for a specific thing, it's because I'm also making an album for Mason. And the way I'm going to do all the albums, I'm going to start like day 1 and I'm going to go to day 44. I'm thinking it's going to be more than one album, but that's how I'm going to do it. Day 1 to day 44. T says, my daughter just said, she doesn't sound like a grandma. She sounds way younger. Tell her, thank you, thank you. Oh, that's hilarious. Tell her I don't feel like a grandma. You make me hungry every time I watch you because I talk about food. I love food. But we were just saying earlier, can you imagine how much more time we would have and how much more money we would have if we didn't have to eat? Be awesome. And I have to edit that video too where I made those meatballs because I did the whole video. I just got to edit and then put it up on YouTube. I'm going to be doing more than that. I'm making salsa next week. Well, depends when they call me and tell me my tomatoes are ready, because I called a farm that's about an hour from here, and I ordered 25 pounds of tomatoes, which is not like a lot, but did I take those 2 circles? Oh no, I'm notorious for doing that, taking stuff out and then putting them back in. So I thought that's what I had done, but nope. Okay. Yeah, I'm waiting for them to call me back and tell me that I can go pick up my tomatoes, and then I'll be making some salsa. And I think I'm going to I forgot what I was going to say now. See, that's where the grandma thing comes in, T. T says, now she jumped of excitement because you answered. Oh my gosh. Okay, that goes here. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, I'm going to film making the salsa, because maybe there's other people out there that, you know, say, oh, I would love to do something like that, but I've never done it. So it'll be kind of the, you know, it's my first time, and we'll see how she goes. Salsa, it's tomatoes and onions, celery, and you kind of put a whole, like vinegar, whole bunch of stuff into it, and then you eat it with chips and with sour cream. Maybe where you're from, you call it something different. It's delish. It is delish. Oh, okay. You know, it's happened before that I'll mention something and they're like tea biscuits. I talked about making tea biscuits once and everybody was like, tea biscuits? What's that? And in each country, it was called something different. So that's why I was like, oh, maybe it's called something different in another country. Because that's happened many, many times that it was called something different. Okay, I'm going to maybe put a few stars. A few stars. Because it's going to be about the movies. And yes, for Mason's album, I'm totally, which I'm going to do that for both. But at the very first page is going to have sort of like an itinerary, like day 1 to day 44, exactly where we were and what we did. And then it's going to start like day 1, day 2. Yes. Those are delicious. Tea biscuits. I made a whole bunch of those. Whole bunch. Just before we went on vacation. But it was just too hot a lot of times to cook them in our oven in the trailer. Denise says, you need to come cook for us because the only reason I have a kitchen, it came with the house. Oh my gosh, Denise, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. I just find that I just don't have time for it. I wish I had a little bit more time. A little bit more time. I have too many other things pulling me in other directions. I don't know. I think what I'm going to do is I'm big on making lists. And before I went on vacation, I had to get 4 months. I had to do May, June, July, and August worth of videos done for Patreon and for YouTube before I left. And it was a lot of videos, like it was a ton. And I made a list and I was like, you're going to do this much per day. And I got it done. Now I have to say though, I wasn't able to get much more than just that done. But I'm not as much of a time crunch right now, right? If I can get things done at a good pace, then I can get more done. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And try to, do a little bit more cooking. Marit says, when I first heard of biscuits and gravy, I was confused and horrified. The gravy we know is the gravy you have with your meal dinner. Okay. I've never had biscuits and gravy, to tell you the truth. T says, just read a meme yesterday. I need to cook. Where is noodle water available? Where can I buy that? Exactly. I do love to make, good stuff. Last weekend, actually, we made a seafood chowder. Man, was it ever good. And in a couple of weekends, we're each pitching in like $100 and we're getting lobster again. And we're going to can lobster. So we have lobster for the whole winter. So we're doing that. And I'm doing, like I said, the salsa. And I'm hoping to do some tomatoes. So I know I'm going to be doing, you know, a bunch of stuff. And I think I'd like to do, I like to do like a day that's all I do is cook. So do like 20 meals in one day and then freeze them all. So maybe I can film that, like, you know, come cook with me a whole day. Do 20 meals in one day. And then I'll be good for the month, right? Then I'll be good for the month. And then I just take stuff out of the freezer and I'm ready. And then I can do other stuff. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to plan, and I'm going to plan it on a day that is kind of raining so that I don't feel like I'm missing out outside. So I don't feel like I'm missing out. Sylvia says, biscuits and gravy is delicious. Awesome. Marie says, me neither. Guests won't be eating it too. Don't live in the U.S. and can't get over the idea of dry and sweet cookie with meat gravy. I wouldn't mind trying it. I'm willing to, you know, to give it a try. But last weekend I made a seafood chowder and it was so good. It was good. So now I want to make sure that I have lobster in my freezer. I want to cut this off so it's easier to put in my plastic bag, so I can make some again. Okay, so this, I'm going to put actually, this doesn't need to be about the trip. We had 2 movie nights at the trailer with that projector I was telling you about. One night it was just 1, 2, 3, 4 couples. And the last night we did it, there was 9 couples. There was 18 of us. We had it all set up and I took pictures of everything. And so I could do that instead. I'm going to do a page that's not about our trip. So that's exciting. That's exciting. Okay. Let's do this. Oh, look. Little fishies. That goes well with that. So let's look in here, see what I can grab out of here. Let's see what we can grab out of here. And then, ooh, I like that. Maybe I can do a dark blue and a turquoise together. Well, it wasn't free admission, but it made me think of our tickets. Where's our tickets? Because this is the aquarium and we had to get tickets. That's one thing. I did not keep any of the tickets. You know what? 44 days is a long time to be keeping track of everything, keeping track of where we're going, keeping track of, so it was like, it was just, ooh, that would have been great for that last page, cinema tickets, right? Okay, let me see if I can find some orange ones. Cinema tickets. Let me see. See how, you know, I'm putting these together and it's sparking ideas for other things, right? It's like, ooh, I just did that page. The cinema ticket things would be awesome on that. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to cut that out. I'm going to put it on the other page. And then maybe the light gray one, maybe? Because that one was black. black and orange. Or do I want to do this dark one? Let me find the light gray one. I think I'm going to go with the light gray one. That's, you know, goes right up to black, but I think I'd like to mix those two. Woohoo! So I'm going to put that in that other bag. So we've done how many up to now? 3. We're on our 4th one. Now this one here, I need blue. Blue, or I said turquoise. Blue and turquoise. So I don't want cinema tickets, but that's the right blue. I wanted one that said something about, I don't know, redeem for $1. Elma says, gotta go to work. I'll have to watch the rest on replay. Thank you. Enjoy watching you. Bye, Alma. Have a good day. Have a good day. Okay, is this the color I was thinking? Yes, that's the color I was thinking. Okay, so I'm going to go for the redeem for $1 in this color. Yay! Okay, and then I'm going to look, I might have to print some of that blue because I think I used those ones already. I think I used that strip already. Maybe I can, I don't know. Yeah. So instead of that, maybe I can cut this one and then I can maybe I can use this. T says, will Josh make these tickets without words on it? I don't use many English stuff. Would love to stamp my own. That's a good idea, T. That's a good idea. Yeah, just have it blank in the middle. That's a good idea. I'm just looking at the tickets, trying to, yeah, I think he could do that. No problem. You'd like that too? Okay. I'm going to write it down because you know me. Tickets without words. Tickets without words. Okay. Tickets without words. It's on the list. And I should be able to get him to do that fairly quickly. Hopefully. Hopefully. Yeah, never even thought of that. Great suggestion. You know, we're so used to, because for us here, it's French and English. That's, you know, that's what we have. But for everybody else, yeah, that would be difficult to find stuff in your language, which I know we can't do. I know we can't do because then it would be like, it would be crazy to try to do every language, but we can definitely do some without anything in it. Absolutely. That's right. He already designed them. He'll just need to delete the words and resave them and all that stuff. Cool. Cool, cool. Thanks for this suggestion. Okay. Ooh, yes, I like that. Yeah, that's awesome. That is awesome. Okay. 1.5 inch circle. There we go. Okay. Yes, next time he can just save it plain first. Maybe he already saved the plain ones. Maybe. But he wouldn't have saved it in every color though. I don't think. So he would have to redo all the colors, but and even him, you know, like the way he does stuff now is so much more different. Like he's learned a lot too. So, you know, for him to go back and do all the different files in the new colors, like in the rose and the more yellow and the mint for the Patreon, it's it's a lot of work because the way he used to save his files is not like now. Like he didn't take his course doing this, right? So he's learning as he's going too, and he's like, oh, the way I save it now, it's so much better than before. Now I go back and it's like, oh, what was I doing? It's so disorganized. Here, we'll do that. I need to print some digital files. I keep saying that and I don't do it, but I need to do it. Okay, so we got that. We got that. How about some labels? Some labels. Okay. Cool. Ooh, is that a good color? That's pretty good. That's close. That is close. That blue right there. Super close. There, we'll take those two. Call it good. I think I better drink some water. I'm losing my voice. Excuse me. There. Okay. Now, did we take extra stuff in there? Yeah, we kind of did. Let's get some arrows. Isn't it funny? I keep changing the fan so that it's on me and that it's off of me. Oh, I'm like boiling hot and then I'm cold. This room, I mean, we have air conditioning, but this room, because it's above the garage, we would have to keep it like a freezer downstairs in order for it to be good down here or up here. It's like my husband in the basement. He works in the basement. He's freezing down there. And I'm usually warm or just comfortable because of the air conditioning, but he's freezing. He's like, oh my gosh, it's so cold. Okay, let me see. Okay, let's do this. Adventure. Let's use some words here. Okay. Okay, cool. Awesome. And then I'm going to do those. So I'm not going to put any more because I'm going to be doing these as embellishments. So that'll be good. That will be good. I'm anxious to see how many pages we're going to have to do. And I think I only did one with those because I'm going to have to, you know, maybe do one or two of those. And I'll probably do them ahead of time. I'll talk about how we go about doing them. But they do take a long time. I think yesterday to do that giraffe, it took me about an hour. And that's because it took me a minute to, you know, to figure out, okay, what layers goes on first. So I had to go watch a video, and it's so simple. I mean, it's like, if, you know, they're called like brown 1, brown 2, you just follow that. And I was like, oh, well, that was almost too easy. But got it done. Actually, that was my second giraffe. The first one was not very good. And it's because I was like, I don't know what I'm doing here. So once I figured out what I was doing, then I was like, oh, okay, now it makes sense. Okay, so we'll just go with that, and then we'll go with the 1.5 inch circle. Now that page, I have no idea what I'm going to do with it. I don't know. You know that whole thing that I was going to put stuff back on that rack? Well, that kind of went on the wayside. It's good to know though, because then I'm like, is it worth it to pay $30 again for some more? I'll just use that one for a bit and see if I'm going to do that. Because if I'm not going to use it, it's kind of a waste of moolah. Ooh, what is this? Nope. Okay, I need to find yellow. I think my 1.5 inch circles are the ones I need to print the most. I think I've pretty much exhausted all the colors. I think I want like yeah, I'll do that light yellow. I don't know if he's done the 1.5 inch circle in the more yellow yet. I'll have to go check. If so, I need to print it. I tried to put these in, like punch them out and put them in containers, but then it's hard to find 3 of the same tone. Do you know what I mean? At least if it's on the sheet, I can go 1, 2, 3, boom. They're the same color. But once I punch them apart, I would have to like dig. And there's no way that I could make like a container for each different shades. Like that would just not be feasible. So, well, now I'm cold again. Okay. Maybe I can just put my small fan on. Okay, let me see. Let's just do black. We're going to bring in those. I don't think I have much left in that little container of embellishments. I think I've done a good job of using it. I think so. Let me see what's in here. I had a ton of stuff in there and they're almost all gone. So that's good. Marie says, oh, now both our daughters are home and they started arguing right away. How old are they, Marie? I remember those days. I remember those days. It was so cute. We went to this hiking thing. It was Mason, Dave, and I. My mom and her husband stayed back at the campground because she had found that, you know, she had done enough for that day. 11 and 14, oh yeah. Prime age for fighting, right? And so anyway, there was like this bear, which, like a fake bear, that everybody was taking pictures next to it. And so we were in line. We were next in line. And there was a mom and her 2 kids. And she had a boy and a girl. And the boy was tormenting his sister. Like to the point he was making her cry. Right? And then she was like, I don't want to take a picture anymore. And she was all upset. Poor kid. And so Mason wasn't saying anything. Took the picture. We start walking back. And he's like, why was he so mean to his sister? Like, he was really mean. Like, he made her cry. I said, oh, buddy, that's how it is with siblings, you know. They just fight and they do that, you know. He's like, well, if I had a sister, I would not be mean to my sister. He's an only child. That's all I'm going to say. It's like, okay, buddy. It's because you have nobody to fight with right now. It was too funny, though. Why? He was so mean to her. It was cute. See, that's a story that I could scrapbook. I didn't put that in that book that I was telling you that I was writing down. What story to kind of scrapbook. That's not one of the stories, so I'll have to remember. I'll have to put a kid with bear, and I'll put brother sister story. Oh my gosh. The amount of stories you can't even imagine. I can't wait. I don't want to say them now because then when I do the pages, then the story will already be out there. Like I already said this morning about getting up late on the first day, you know, you want to be, although we had said that we weren't going to be stressed about stuff like that. But the first day to wake up late. And I'm like, why didn't you come wake us up? Well, we went and he knocked on your door lightly. Okay. No, you have to knock on the door pretty boldly for me to hear. When I sleep, I sleep. I have a hard time falling asleep. But once I'm asleep, right? So you just knock on that door with some purpose. Which it ended up working out okay, but okay. See this page, I have no idea what I'm going to do. None. Oh, we didn't do owls yet. Let's do owls. I have one butterfly, but let's do owls. I think maybe some gray owls. I have pictures of owls that Mason took the picture. Because there was a lot of people, like where they were. And he's so little, so he was able to sneak his way in and take pictures. Denise says, we have twin grandsons. They fight over a toy even though there's 2 of each toy. Isn't that funny? Yeah, that's just a sibling thing. That's just a sibling thing. It's funny though, because my youngest and my middle child, those two, they almost never fought. Almost never fought. But the second daughter and the oldest daughter, whew, always. And the oldest daughter fought with Josh. But Katie and Josh, almost never. Almost never. Okay, I think I'm just going to do... Oh, maybe I could do the dark. Let's do the dark owl. That was like the light. Let's do... Let me see. Let's do one big owl. Yes, there are two, but that one is mine. Oh my gosh. I don't miss that, I have to say. Or when I go in a store and I see like a young mom struggling with a kid that's having like a temper tantrum, I look at my husband and I'm like, oh, I kind of giggle, you know, because it's like, oh, poor mom. You know, not giggle like, haha, but it's just like, oh my goodness, I can't even imagine. But then I look at Dave and I go, oh, isn't that great? I'm just going to get more embellishments. I went to get these things, and I'm going to try and get some more embellishments because we're running low. Okay, so let's get yellow. Let's get yellow. And now you see why I put some in here, because I didn't want to keep filling these up. They're so full. So I'm like, you know what? Let's kind of do a double thing. Let's put them in here, try to use them up right away. And then if I get to a point, then I can say, okay, now I can move them in here. If I keep, you know, passing them up or whatever. But right now we're going to go through here, and I think we only have 2 left. And then we'll count how many we did. I don't think I ever said how much we paid in gas. Are you all sitting down? Are you all sitting down? Because you know, oh look, we were talking about, oh, that's a cassette tape. Oh my gosh. Yeah, are you all sitting down? Because I can tell you, I was a few times kind of hyperventilating. I was hyperventilating a little bit. I'm always wondering, why don't they bring these boxes and put leftovers straight away in the box? That's what you do? Oh, because it's way across my room, first of all. And I don't like to have them on my desk. And it's just so much easier just to throw them in there. And then I try to use them right away. That's the reason I do that. Marie says 5,000. Denise says, I tell my son, just remember, you just wanted one more and got 2. BOGO. Buy one, get one free. Oh my gosh, so that wasn't their only 2 kids? How many kids do they have, Denise? You know, when I got pregnant with Josh, my belly popped out really quickly, and even the doctor at first was like, oh, that could be twins. And I was like, no, we already have 2. Then we go from 2 to 4. No, 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 no. But there was only one, which I was pretty glad. I wouldn't have minded having twins, but not the last. Do you know what I mean? That would have been a little too much. A little too much at the time. Marie, you're... I was going to say somewhat close, but it's still... When you're talking dollars, it's still a lot more than that. I wanted to cry. But like my husband said, we didn't go on vacation for 2 years. We didn't go anywhere far, you know, like we had to cancel our cruise. 3. Okay. 1 girl and 2 or 8 and 2 4-year-old boys. Okay. I think I would have been okay with that. More than 5,000. Yes. More than 5,000. So we had to cancel our cruise, right? And we had paid it in full because we were leaving 2 weeks later and everything shut down. Now, we never did get our money back for our flight, so we lost $1,500. Now, they said that we could reschedule another flight, but I'll believe it when I see it. If they actually honor that, I don't know. I think they should have gave everybody their money back, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, I think I'm good with that. Yes, it was more than 5,000. Like I said, I wanted to cry. Wanted to cry. Actually, the first few days that I was like, oh my gosh, it's going to cost us like, you know, so much money to do this. Because it was insane, the amount. Insane. The amount of gas that, like, the guzzling that it was going through. Like, I could literally see the needle doing this. Plus, it was really windy. And there's a lot of mountains. No way, I already guessed a huge amount because of the bigger trail. Yes, but we went 15,000 kilometers. So, it was insane. It was $7,000. $7,000. I wanted to cry. I thought I was exaggerating the amount. I wish. I wanted to cry. I really did. But, I mean, it was an experience of a lifetime. We hadn't gone on vacation for 2 years. When we went to Disney, you know, we spent a huge amount too. I think it was $8,000 or something like that. And it was for 2 weeks. We were gone for 6 weeks. Yes, we had to pay for camping. Yeah, it wasn't cheap. But camping, we did really good. We, because we did those Harvest Host, remember? I had paid for the membership. I think I paid $80 because there was a Mother's Day special. And I paid $80 for the year. And then we could stay at any Harvest Host for basically free. We just had to buy something at their establishments, which, you know, one place we bought cheese. Another place we bought fruits. And all that stuff. Would have been cheaper to go on a cruise? Yes, it would be, but then it would have been too 1 week, right? 1 week. We got 44 days and we drove across Canada, which to me it was totally worth. I mean, it was worth it. I'm not saying I didn't have a panic attack. I'm not saying I didn't have a panic attack. I was like, oh my gosh, this is insane. But then we just said, okay, it is what it is. The camping wasn't as bad as what we thought. For 6 weeks of camping, it wasn't as bad as what we thought. You know, I think it was under $2,000 for the camping for the 6 weeks. That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. We did a lot of eating in our trailer. I have to say, at the end of the trip, I was like, okay, we're stopping at, like, we're going to eat at restaurants, because I was just done. I was so tired. But we saved a lot by cooking a lot of our meals, right? Like I said, we could have saved a little bit more with the meals, but it's okay. At one point, I was just tired. I was just like, okay. On the way there, I think we ate at a restaurant once while driving. On the way back, I think we made lunch once. And then we stopped every other place. And to tell you the truth, Dave was kind of like, on the way back, he was kind of worried because we'd stop for lunch and I'd be like, ugh, I'm just not hungry. I'm okay. Like, I'll just have an apple, you know? And they would eat, you know, at the restaurant or whatever. Denise says, I had a panic attack when the engine blew in our car. We had just bought, oh man, that sucks. Like, you pay that much money for something, like, why doesn't it last? I have no pink circles. Can you believe it? Yeah, definitely need to print some more of those. Wow. I have one. Okay, I had a sheet here. Okay, I already have it on my thing to print. So I'll print it before next week. I'll print it probably tomorrow or the next day or on Monday. Because this afternoon, I think I'm going to be getting stuff done for Kate. For her food. We got to bring it to her before supper. Okay, so let's find pink. Let's find pink. You know what we should have been doing? Should have been doing 2 at a time. Because I had 2 pinks here. Marie says, we usually go out for dinner once a week. We always cook at our trailer. Yeah. Yeah, it's just, you know. Let's see. Ooh, I think this color would be nice. Nice. And then maybe that color. Let's try to do those 2 together. Okay. Let's try. We have these 2 left. And then we have one more after this. So that's why I'm like, why am I not just doing these 2 at the same time? Oh, I like that heart there. Let's use one of the hearts. So I mentioned that I'm watching a lot of TV. And right now, there's a book series that I read It's like young adult contemporary, and it's called The Summer I Turned Pretty. And it's on Prime right now. I think it was Prime. Yeah, it's on Prime. I don't know if it's on Netflix, but I know it's on Prime. And so I started watching that last night. There's only seven shows, so I'm almost done. I think I'm on episode 5 already. But man, I'm watching a lot of TV, which is not my usual thing. I usually like to read instead, but almost did like a burnout with the reading. I've been reading 100 books a year for the last like 5 years, so I'm wondering if I'm just like, okay, I need a little break. But then when we get closer to December, if I'm not going to make my challenge, I'm going to be super upset. So I think in September, I'm going to make it. Again, prioritizing, right? I have to make myself some lists and say, okay, do this from this time to this time, that from that time to that time, and just get things done. I like that. I like that. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. Let's see what else we have here. This is not as bad because I'm going to be doing those pages in my scrap room. So I don't feel the stress as much to be like, okay, I got to make sure that I have, everything in there. But when I make page kits for, when I go away, then I feel that stress. It's like, okay, I got to make sure that I have everything because I'm not going to have my scrap room with me. Ooh, I just saw apple there. It's for pineapple, but we're September, so I'm starting to think of apple picking. And I think I'm going to freeze some apples this year. So we're going to get a bunch and then I'll freeze them. So I'm turning over a new leaf, if you will. I want to try and preserve as many things as I can. And even I saw that there's a blueberry farm close to where we are. And I'm like, oh, maybe we should go get some blueberries and do those too. Let's do this heart. Yeah, like let's preserve some blueberries. I wish I would have done strawberries, but we were on the road. So next year, strawberries is definitely on the list to do. I'd love to do raspberry. Raspberry is my favorite jam. Raspberry jam. So I know I got to do raspberry jam for sure. For sure, for sure. Okay, let's see if we can add a few more little things from here. Let's see. So next week, I don't know if we're going to be able to put all these page kits together, but we're sure going to try. We are sure going to try. And we're going to put the pictures, if they come in. I've ordered them, but if they come in, we'll put the pictures in the pages that I made while I was gone. The videos that went up on YouTube. So do you think that's a good idea? Like every week, kind of try and do a different time. I think I've already scheduled it for 9 o'clock for next week. So we'll leave it for 9 for next week. Because I already did the thing for it on YouTube. And then After that though, try to vary the times. I think I'm going to try and do that. Okay, I think these two are good. There's quite a bit of stuff on each of them. Okay, now, I don't have any more bags. I thought I had taken out lots of bags. I have one here. So we'll put that one in there. And then this one, wait, let me get this here. That's the last one we got to do. And then we'll put this one here. Let me go get some blue. Some blue embellishments here. This is the last one, peeps. Last one. Then we'll count how many we put together. We're going to see if we can do all of them. Do all of them next week. Ooh, okay. Okay, I'm going to put them off to the side because I want to try and, coordinate as much as possible. We didn't go by air, so that's not going to work. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, I like this. I like the cameras. I haven't used the cameras yet. That's the thing about having just a few files here, because it's almost like I have to say, okay, every time I make page kits, I'm going to have like the base, but then bring in other stuff like that. Okay. Just to make sure I have, everything that I need for my bases. So I always talk about the foundation, and I like to have embellishments that create that foundation. So let's try to, all I have is these huge butterflies. I don't mind putting one on the page. I want to put those two just because I'll probably just use one, but then I'll decide which tone I'm going to use. Oh, I've tried to use this heart so many times. They're like a wire. Let's put it back in and see if I can use it. Ooh, you know what? I'm pretty sure in here, yes, I have leftovers from another page that I just did, and it has these colors. Yay! Okay. Let's use it. So that's a technique that we did on Patreon. That's coming up in September. Oh, I knew I had another wire heart. That's what made me think of this. Ooh. I could talk about, because this says, express, not my day. There's a couple of things that happened on the trip that I could make a page about that. So that would be fun. Thankfully, nothing so bad that, it ruined the whole trip, but of course, there had to be some adventure stuff, right? It wouldn't be a trip unless something happens. Okay, well, this feels pretty good. Just going to put a whole bunch of stuff here. Ooh, okay, yes. There's some Stuff down here. Yay. Okay. And obviously I have way, way more than I can use. And that's okay. Just giving myself options here. Okay. Oh, right color heart. Awesome. Okay. Well, this page kit came together really quickly. Adding all that stuff. Okay, now I'm gonna just walk over and get two baggies to put them in, because I don't want to lose those. And then I want to count how many page kits we did too. Just right here. I didn't think we were going to do that many page kits together. This is pretty awesome. This is pretty awesome. Okay. So here's that one. And here's the other one. So that's two. How many guesses? How many page kits do you think we got done? So that's one. That's two. That's three. That's four. That's five. That's six. That's seven. Eight. We did 8 page kits. Woohoo! Wow. That's awesome. That's awesome. So if we have 8 page kits and we say half an hour each page, half an hour to put the page together. So that's 1 hour. That's 2 hours. That's 3 hours. That's 4 hours. Okay, so from this calculation, it should take me 4 hours to put these together. 4 hours to put these together. Well, what we'll do is next week we'll do 3 hours for sure. So 9 to 12 again next Thursday, and let's see how many of those we can get done. Plus we got to put pictures we got to put pictures on those pages. So we'll see how many we can get done. That's going to be a long live next time. About the same time as today, because we started at 9 today and it's noon. 3 hours. Time flies, right? Time flies. It doesn't feel like 3 hours. That's awesome. And they're all ready. Like, it's not as if I just did the paper or, you know, they're ready. I'm going to, as soon as my pictures come in, I'm going to put the pictures where they belong. And then next Thursday, we are going to do this. And now that I've said this, I just remembered I released the Patreon thing for today. And I think I put the live for on a Thursday, so we'll have to move that to the Wednesday or the Tuesday or the Friday. Excuse me. So that we can do the live on YouTube. Karen says, thanks for keeping me company. Salsa's made and bottled and 2 trays of tomatoes roasted. We'll send you the recipe. It's delicious. Absolutely. I would love that. I would love that. Marie says, half an hour left before I have to start cooking. So perfect time for you. That worked out great. So if it's 5 o'clock, so it's 5 hours difference. Okay. Okay, so 9 a.m. would be good for you. 1 p.m. would be good for you. Because then it would be like 6 or 7. Awesome. That's what I want to do. I want to kind of rotate the times so that I can hit all the different time zones. Okay, awesome. Well, now I got to go downstairs and I got to go make some sweet and sour sauce and some teriyaki sauce. Ooh. Remember I said I wanted to do this? Canada mornings are great for you. You can on Wednesday? I can probably do it on Wednesday. I have a massage at 12:30, but we can go right till like 11:30, and then I have to go in the shower and get ready. But if we're not done, then we can just finish on another night or whatever, or another day. Okay, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to go cook. And Karen, send me those recipes. And thank you for the tomatoes. That's awesome. I can't wait to get it done now. I've been waiting for the call for them to tell me to come and get those tomatoes. You know, when you have a project in mind, you just want it done. T says, it was fun and I got all my laundry done. That's awesome. Okay, we will talk to you next Thursday. So bye everyone. Bye Karen, bye T, bye Sue, Marie, Esther, and Elma was here. I can't remember who all was here, but thanks for joining me and we'll see you next Thursday. I've already scheduled it. And that's what I'm going to try and do and schedule it so that you'll have a reminder on YouTube. And if you're in Facebook groups and stuff, maybe let people know that I'm going live now every Thursday. That would be appreciated. Bye, Esther. You got a lot done? Bye. Thanks for joining me. It was great chatting with you guys. It's good to be back. Back and going. We're going to get a lot of this done. Next week, hopefully I'll remember to bring my little book and show you where I've written down all the layouts that I want to do. It's a great thing to do when, you come back from vacation because there's just so much going on. So every time you think of something, just write it down. Already have set the timer. Thanks for joining me. And I got to go talk to Josh about those tickets. I'm going to do that right now before I forget. Bye. It was a blast. Thank you.